Ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime. Please enjoy the show.
It's the corner where the treats
Is this the passing of the torch, right? Is this what this signifies?
It comes down to that front office and what they feel is most important.
The champ is here. We've touched down from a higher plane. Why you made it here?
We always look forward to that week because it was always intense.
You know that we ain't coming back. We about to.
The man, the myth, the legend, Dante Hall. My favorite player growing up was Dante Hall. I love you guys in the show, but Dante was my guy.
Get to dashing because you done on the warfare.
And hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of Chief Concerns. I'm Marcus Dash. Our guy, former Chiefs tight end Jason Dunn, will be joining us shortly. And then at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, we are going to be having Chiefs cornerback Kevin Knowles coming on here tonight. Kevin Knowles II. Kevin Knowles is a guy that came on the scene this year. A lot of people were really excited about what we got from him. Whenever you find a UDFA who comes in and contributes for you, naturally you're going to have you're going to have fan support big time, because we weren't expecting that. And we always seem to find DBs who can come in and help us out. I mean, look at our track record. Javarius Ward, L'Jarius Sneed was a middle round pick. I mean, so Kevin Knowles is yet another guy in the Spags, Brett Veach, and Dave Merritt world where we're getting this guy who's coming in here and really doing his damage. So really excited about Kevin Knowles joining us tonight. 2 weeks in a row, we've had a Chief player on in the offseason. I'd like to say that no other Chiefs content creators is having that many Chief fans on, so we'll toot my own horn there. But Kevin Knowles will be on here tonight, so it should be a good one. If you aren't on here yet, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come on around 8:30 in about 12 minutes, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, to discuss some stuff with Kevin Knowles. And then when Kevin Knowles goes, JD and I have some stuff to get into. And I will say, it's never a dull moment in the Chiefs world, even in the offseason. It's not really an offseason. I got to say, I honestly think there's more to talk about in the offseason than in the regular season because, man, a lot of stuff's going on. It's never a dull moment, especially in the wide receiver room. We're going to talk about the Rashee Rice stuff, and then we're going to talk about Mahomes restructuring his contract to give us some money, which a lot of people said was coming. A lot of people were saying, they don't have money. No, it was destined to happen a little earlier than it usually happens, but nonetheless, Mahomes did his thing, and so we'll be cooking with some grease heading into free agency, hopefully, in a couple weeks. But let's, of course, give a shout-out to our sponsor, FanDuel, the number one sports book. And they just released their AFC West division rankings. They're not rankings. They're the lines for that. And I got to say, so right here, Chiefs are the favorite to win the AFC West according to FanDuel's odds, slightly over the Chargers. So I do like that. I think they just released it a couple days ago because this wasn't on there on Monday. But I got to say, I love that. I love seeing that. Especially a year we're third to last in division. So the Vegas still a fan of the Chiefs. Now, but here's where it doesn't make any sense to me is this. So they have us win the division, and I have to say in a large part probably because we're going to have an easier schedule than the other teams in the division, the Broncos and the Chargers. But here's what's interesting. According to FanDuel, they got conference winners. They actually have the Chargers ahead of us and odds to win the division in the win the conference, which I think is funny. We are the division favorites, but they have a higher odds slightly. They have higher odds to win the conference, which I find very odd because, quite frankly, we in the division, we're gonna have a leg up over the Chargers going into the playoffs, and I trust the Chiefs in the playoffs. I don't think anybody trusts the Chargers in the playoffs. No, the media will talk a big game about the Chargers, but when you get to the playoffs in the postseason, that's not where they really do their best. So thought it was interesting, but nonetheless, the main story here is the Chiefs are the favorites to win the AFC West going into 2026, 2027, which is news, I would say, because, no one expected us to be that team coming out of the division a year after being so bad. But nonetheless, Chiefs favorite to win the AFC West according to FanDuel Sportsbook, and that is our sponsor. But yeah, Chiefs favorite to win next year of the AFC West. Love it. Back to where we belong, baby. Took a little hiatus for a year, a little gap year, travel around a little bit, go to Cancun, but now we're back. So there you go. Vegas sees it, and I love that. Look at the plus 170, plus 175, plus 210, and then the Raiders plus 2,200. My gosh, that's rough, man. That is rough, especially when the Raiders are feeling themselves right now. Kubiak, probably get Mendoza. to see that those are odds to win the division. Pretty bleak already. So, but yeah. All right, let's see who's in the chat tonight. We have about 20 people in. I mean, the real stuff's gonna get started here in about 10 minutes when our friend Kevin Knowles joins the show. Kevin Knowles II. Exciting rookie to have. Here we go. Andre Chenault, what's up, Andre? Hope you're doing well. Jeremy Gallagher, what's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well, man. Demetrio Spence, my guy Demetrio. Jeremy Gallagher, what up, buddy? A lot shaking my head. There is a lot going on, and we're gonna get to as much as we can to tonight. But yeah, it should be an interesting show. But yes, there is a lot right now. Linda Hunter, what's going on, Linda? Hope you're doing well. Del Monte, my guy Del Monte. Jeremy Gallagher again. What's going on, buddy? Sasha, Denver deserves to rot after making Seattle relevant for years with the Wilson trade. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Justin Blackwell, howdy, buddy. Alan DeJong, my guy. Good day, Marcus and Jason. Thank you, Patrick, for the restructure. Yes, thank you. Yeah, thank you. As if the guy doesn't do enough for our team, right? He's got to save us in the offseason with these this restructuring. I love it, but man, it's a lot of work. Patrick's got a lot on his shoulders. And I will say he's going to get paid a mint at some point. If you keep kicking the can down the road, at some point that man's going to get paid. And I'm curious to see how Chiefs Kingdom does, because when it's in the future, when Pat's probably like far past his prime, when he does want to collect on that money, what is Chiefs Kingdom going to do? Because Chiefs Kingdom, like, yeah, everyone acts like it's their bank account when it comes to our salary cap, and when it comes time to collect, I wonder what Chiefs Kingdom's going to say when Pat's collecting on him like $100 million in an offseason. Because at some point he's going to have to get his money. So I'm going to be interested to see the day where Chiefs fans turn on Patrick. But luckily they won't have him for a while. But there's going to be a lot of Chiefs fans who are upset about Pat when he has to take a big contract hit later on in his career. But right now we don't have to worry about that. Andrea, what's up, Andrea? Alan DeJong again. The Joe E. Chiefs get love. It'd be hard for teams to stop Chiefs offense. If the Chiefs get Breece Hall, if the Chiefs get Kenneth Walker, it'll be the Chiefs get Travis Etienne. It'll be hard to stop them as well. And then you save that number 9 pick to get a beast of a D end. Anybody else get a tooth pulled today? Justin, I hope you're doing well, man. That is not good. Don't envy you at all, buddy. Just relax and watch the show tonight. Have some ice cream. Pat is in the bank. Yeah, he is the bank. Yeah, he is. Even if they tear up the contract and redo it, I don't know what's going to happen with that. I mean, they're probably going to have to, but we'll see. And what is it going to do with the team then? I don't know. We'll see what happens in the future, but that's a future conversation. So yeah, tonight, guys, like I said, we have Kevin Knowles at FSU coming on the show tonight. Guy who came in and tore stuff up this year. That guy's a beast, and I'm really excited to have him on the show. He's a guy that during the season I saw him play. I'm like, ooh, he's number 38. This number 38 guy's a beast. I love him. And Ashton came on the show last week, talked about Kevin Knowles, and it was funny because at the time I was talking to someone to get the interview with him, and he brought him up on the show. I was like, yeah, that's sweet. So yeah, Knowles was a guy we signed shortly after the draft. I mean, his measurables are great. I still don't really understand how guys like that kind of fall through. I mean, that's the thing. It's like the draft's a crapshoot. That's why when we talk about these players who are getting drafted, it's a crapshoot because plenty of guys who fall through the cracks who are awesome. Their measurables are great. They put up good stats. And Kevin Knowles we're having on here tonight, and yet another example of that. And we were lucky. JD, what's going on, brother?
What's going down? What's up, Jeremy? You ask and you shall receive. Jeremy, ask and shall receive. So, man, not a whole lot, man. Just running around, doing a few things, taking care of a lot of stuff. Want to give a shout out to my big brother, Tim Dunn. Today is his birthday.
Oh, Timmy! Happy birthday, Tim!
Happy birthday, big bruh. So,
that's
wanted
awesome.
to say that. Yeah. Shoot, other than that, man, just shoot. Busy, Marcus, busy. So. And
always, man. And it's always, I was saying, someone asked me over the weekend, like, now with the Chiefs, is the offseason really, slowed down? Do you guys have a lot of shows? I was like, we only do 2 streams, but I was like, as far as busyness, I was like, there's probably more news that happens in the offseason than it does during the season. Because during the season, it's matchup Sunday, matchup Monday. But during the offseason, there's stuff dropping every day. And today was a great example. I wouldn't say great, but today was a good example of all the news that happens in the Chiefs world. I mean, we'll talk about the Rashee Rice stuff tonight. We'll talk about Mahomes restructure. but like it's just a lot of stuff, man. Like it's nonstop.
Wow. Yeah. You know what? I have been on no social media at all today. 0. Okay. So I had to take care of some duties with family. Kept me up late at night, and I don't do too much of that stuff. I might do reshift. So what happened with Rashee Rice? What are we talking about here?
Ooh, well, so Rice, I remember the whole thing that his ex-girlfriend posted on social media about a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lawsuit was filed on Monday alleging, some pretty rough stuff when it came to Rashee Rice. And then, his agent came out and said, that in a sworn statement, an affidavit, she swore they just had a verbal altercation. And there was no physical stuff going on there. So they said they're going to let the things play out. But of course, you know how it is in this world. A lot of Chief fans jumping the gun and saying, cut him, release him, trade him. And it's like, wait, that's not how things go, guys. Things have to be played out in court if it is going to be something. And I read a kind of a law expert said online today, the fact that it's a civil suit, not a criminal thing, it kind of jumbles this whole thing up. And you probably won't see Rashee Rice miss time if you had to guess. And I've seen a few different law experts say that. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting for sure.
Yeah. It's man. I tell you what, man. When I talk to my guys, we always talk about the things that the NFL. How do you prepare for all these scenarios? And I know when you do the rookie symposium and you talk to the guys. Of course, I've been there. Helping guys getting drafted into certain areas. You have conversations, man. It's just all about trying to manage all the noise around you. Because there's going to be a lot of people coming at you. It's just going to be a whole lot of stuff coming at you. And so your best thing you could possibly do is just try to maintain it all, and just stay away from all the other extra because you just don't need it. You just don't need it. I mean, you got enough that you have to focus on the field. That off the field stuff, man, should be the last thing that you have to deal with to be all the drama. You know what I'm saying? Like that should be your solace and your peace more so than anything else. And so, man, it's a shame just to hear, these things happen. But hey, man, it's part of what some of this deal is. So, hopefully everything works out to the best, for both of them. However it may be, whatever it is. So we'll see. Yeah,
and we'll get to that later on in the episode, kind of talk about the more the detailed stuff of that. But the main part of tonight's episode, we have a special guest, and who's in the backstage right now is Kevin Knowles, DB out of FSU, who was just amazing this year, breath of fresh air in an otherwise forgettable season. There's different aspects of the season that stick out to me, and he was definitely one of those bright spots. JD, you want to say any quick words about Kevin Knowles before I bring him into the episode?
You know what, man? I tell you what. Certain guys on a team that, like you said, you never see coming, and then all of a sudden, they throw a name around. You start like, man, who are they talking about? Who's this guy, man? And then all of a sudden, comes in and makes a couple of plays. He's like, okay, now you see why he's getting the playing time and the type of things he's getting anyway from all the coaches and whatnot. So the thing is, I can't wait to ask him. Because it's always a question like, man, look, you kind of the numbers. Everybody knows the numbers, right? In the room and what everybody's competing for, and everybody wants everybody to do well, right? But I want to challenge to see where he is as a player, as a dog. And so when you play DB back there, man, you out there on the island, you out there by yourself. If you ain't got the confidence, man, you ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna last long. That's the way it goes, and they'll eat you up. But I tell you what, man. This past year, man, he showed he could hold his own. Not only that, but he looks like he can stay in this league for a long time. So I can't wait to talk to this young man. See his brain a little bit.
He's from South Florida, man. He's got all the confidence. He's been playing with the big dogs for a while, so I'm sure he's got all that confidence. So we're gonna bring Kevin Knowles the second coming on here right now. What's up, Kevin? How you doing, buddy?
Yes, you're on mute. You're on mute.
Your mic's off, buddy.
Yeah.
You can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Good to hear you, man. What up, Kev? What's up, baby? What's going on with you?
Not much, man. I'm blessed, man. How y'all doing?
Yeah, shoot, man. You
Good,
see
man.
it, man. We're doing all right, brother. Same here,
Word
man.
up.
Staying blessed. We not stressed about anything. So everything's working all right, man. Everything's everything. So
That's amazing, man.
oh yeah, man. So tell us a little bit, man, about what you've been doing since you had your time off, man. What's been going down with
Yeah, I mean, man, it's first NFL offseason, man. It's my first offseason in a long time, man. So I truly just been enjoying the family, man. Just truly taking that break. Before I left, the vets kind of told me, like, bro, like, if you don't do nothing, bro, sit down, bro. So I'm taking advantage of that, man. Enjoying the fam, man. Just enjoying this South Florida weather, man. I hit the beach the other day, man. That was the best feeling in the world. So, I mean, I just, that's all I've been doing, man. Just enjoying the fam, man.
That's good. That's good. And look, people don't quite understand, how tough it is, when you do have family and, you're working hard on the field. I don't think people quite understand how much time you're consumed by that.
Yeah.
Working out, the film room, getting up early, training room. I mean, you name it. And you constantly, and probably you like me, like every player, when you put your head on the pillow at night, you still seeing plays in your head. That's what you're thinking of. You're thinking about what you're going to do next time and, of course, the game and stuff. So you live, breathe football. Literally, that's what you do. And so
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, man, that was some sage advice, from a veteran saying, hey, man, look, take this time. All right. It don't come that often, especially, for the Chiefs, since, the Chiefs just been killing it for the past few years. But yeah, man, being with your family and stuff. Do you have kids?
Yes, sir. I
Okay.
have 2 daughters, actually.
Oh man. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, okay. Well, shoot,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Hey, you talking to a dad? My first 2 were girls.
Yeah,
So that is the most important part.
definitely.
As a father, man, for girls more so than anything else. Boys, of course, but your girls. Oh my gosh, they look at you with a whole different look in their eye. So it's
Yeah,
good. It's
for
good.
sure.
Mhm.
So Kevin, you were like I said when we brought you on, that you were one of the bright spots this season for the fan base, and I always love to look at because the Chiefs have always been kind of like we always say like DBU. They always find these defensive backs, whether it be round 1, round 4, undrafted guys, and you happen to be one of the undrafted guys. And I still don't know how these NFL teams let you fall to the cracks. Because I mean, your numbers are great. Seeing what you did at FSU, you were phenomenal. So the fact that you were an undrafted guy, it's good for us to get you. But can I talk about your journey, man? Like you got signed like shortly there after the draft last year by the Chiefs, and you worked your way up. And JD always talks about special teams, and that was kind of where you like got noticed during preseason. You were like doing your thing on special teams. And then you worked your way into the rotation. Just kind of talk about the whole process of like not getting drafted and getting brought on to the squad last year.
Yeah, so I mean, by the grace of God, I was able to stay healthy and kind of put up numbers to at least get me noticed. And Chiefs was one of the teams that noticed me. And when I got that call, I actually talked with Coach Merritt. Me and Coach Merritt had a conversation, and he basically told me what it was and what it wasn't. Let me know that I have an opportunity to come play early, to come contribute. And from then on, it's just I once I made it there, it was just I had one goal: show them what they missed out on, and that opportunity came every single day. Whether it was me in the weight room, whether it's in the film room, understanding the play that has nothing to do with me, or just being a sponge in the locker room, or being a locker room guy, or saying what's up to the janitor. Like it's little things like that that kind of kept me going all throughout the season. And everybody know how camp go. Everybody know about Kansas City camp. Once we got into camp, it was just it's eat or be eaten. It's not gonna be given to you. And what the Chiefs been through, they're not gonna put nobody out there that's not willing to risk it or put their life on the line for what it is that we doing. So from then on, camp, I was just doing my thing, balling, just continue in the flow in a sense of just I know I deserve to be here. the trying to get past that imposter syndrome. Like, you wasn't drafted. Like, are you supposed to be here? But it's like, I knew I was supposed to be here. And since then, it was just on and popping. Coach gave me the opportunity to do special teams throughout camp, and I put it all on the line. That's all I can do. That's all I could do, because it was all or nothing. Whether I make the team or not, this my only opportunity. And once I got that opportunity, like I said, I ran with it, and I'm so grateful for it, because as the time went on, things happened, and I was able to play snaps on defense under one of the greatest coaches to do it. So, and shout out to Coach Merritt as well, for him even trusting in me and just kind of pushing that word into me and allowing me to continue to flow, to keep that confidence. Like you said, I'm from South Florida, where confidence matter. You ain't got it. We can smell that blood. You stay smell it and they gonna attack it. So just being able to be me in that room and be surrounded by guys that's amazing talent is all I can ask for. So I mean, throughout that time, that pushed me to be who I was right now, man.
Boy, I can see. Man, I'm telling you, I love what you're saying right now. I for myself, I can see you are somebody who would be so easy to coach, because one thing, you got the will and the want to, and a lot of it on special teams. I used to be a special teams coordinator in college, and I would tell my guys, I had my position, but I also said, man, special teams, you want to get on the bus, you want to get on the plane, this is what's going to carry you over, is right here. Now, you can take a chance and opportunity. What do you want to do? You can sit back and just watch everything happen, or you can make your move to move up on really the chart.
Yes, sir.
So it all starts, man, with special teams, with guys that don't have that opportunity, like you toiling and you working different from somebody else. Like you said, it is an imposter syndrome, man. I'm looking at guys around here. I heard these names and stuff. This dude's supposed to be this, but man, I can play with these guys. You start, you got the confidence already, but then all of a sudden it's solidified, right? And more that you do, the more that you see, the more that you can play.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's starting to sink in. I got this.
Get real.
I'm sure Dave is sitting there like, okay, he's probably had the same conversation as special teams coordinator. If you want to play out here on the field, I need to see you play right here in this room first. If you don't give your effort out on this room first, you can forget going out there on the field, especially if you're not a high draft pick. It just don't happen like that.
Definitely.
So I seen somebody over here said UDF are hungrier, and you got to have that. One of my guys used to say this all the time. He said, man, don't lose where your stomach hits your back. Somebody said, what you mean? He said, man, that means staying hungry. You got to keep that where your stomach stays in your back all the time. That's hunger.
That's
so
real.
Stay hungry with that. That's going to carry you far. And so, man, I tell you what, Dave and those guys, they seen what you can do. They seen that hunger that you got. I'm hearing it right here, man. I'm like, dad, God, you already got me hyped just listening to you. I'm like, man, this is the type of dude that you need on a team.
Yes, sir.
You need a guy like that, because a guy like you is going to challenge everybody else to be better. And guess what? They looking at their heels. They see you coming. They see Knowles like, okay, all right. Kev knows a little bit, right? He's doing a whole lot. He's seeing the game intellectually. He's doing a film study and all of that. Sometimes guys take, you first or second round pick, yeah, man, I'm going to be all right. Your talent's going to get you there. But for you got a whole different journey, man. You got a whole different purpose on how you do these things. So I tell you what, like Marcus said, tell us a little bit, man, about like when you got out there on the field, some of the things that you were seeing and the scheme that y'all were running, man. Because I tell you this, I've coached a lot on offense, coached a lot on some defense, but I never had opportunity, man, to coach that back end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a whole different thing, man. So bring us to the game, is those moments of you just stepping out there on the field, man. You do a great job, man, visual, getting the visual out here for us. So go ahead, man, talk to us.
Definitely. I would definitely say just my first snap in the game, you just got to realize the way of the game. people say college, NFL, high school, like that game fast, bro.
Yeah.
That game real fast, bro. And it's communication got to be like this. But the sense of communication is fast. Defense is a lot of communication that goes on, whether it's me speaking to the linebacker or the linebacker speaking to me or me getting something out to my corner, because everybody know how Arrowhead get. If you ain't giving signals or nothing like that, you ain't hearing nothing. Now it's a busted play. 6. So like I just said, it's just a sense of communication and understanding where you at on the field and just knowing that playbook. That playbook is a lot of moving pieces. And the offense has a lot to do with that. Because it may be one thing based off this formation, but if this guy moved this way, it's a whole nother thing. So just a little bit without getting into what the Chiefs kind of do on the defense is just if you're not a guy that's willing to communicate, or you're not a guy that they can trust by understanding the playbook, like you're not gonna survive at all. And you may not even see that field. You may not maybe right behind coach. So I mean, you know how that goes. So I mean, it's
Yes,
like I
sir.
said, it was an opportunity, man. But the opportunity for me to go out and showcase that talent, showcase my smarts, and being able to take the meat into the field. And that's the main thing. Being able to take that meat into the field and execute at a high level. Knowing that the guy next to you, the guy behind you, and the guy beside you can trust you. That'll be the main thing. Because if them guys can't trust you, coaches for sure won't.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I tell you what, in this past year, I grade every single game. I break the film down, just doing what we do, right? Football. And so some of the grades I would see was some of the communication was lacking. I could see some of the, guys messing up. And I get it. When y'all see a lot of different motions and the formations, y'all had to call a whole lot. And like you said, the communication has to be consistent. And it's got to be, firing on all cylinders. Everybody's got to know what they're doing.
Definitely.
One guy's off. Hey, man, what we doing? In, out, And so if you offer that, then everybody looks bad. And it's a big play. That's on the back end. That's 6, like you said. That's touch.
Sir.
It's a big play. And so everybody gets exposed because then all of a sudden everybody start pointing fingers. Well, who's this guy? So me knowing this, I'm like, oh, that's communication. I see somebody missed that on the communication. Somebody's supposed to be in this area. Like this area is not just open. You don't just leave a particular part of the field just vacant for no reason. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, you don't just cover air, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, shoot, we ain't covering air now. Hold on. Get busy. Find something to do. So do you believe that some of your opportunity came in because of some of the communication that was going on? Because I'll say this. I'll say it. You don't have to say it. I think you got opportunity because of some of the communication that was not as crisp as it should have been. So talk to us a little bit about that.
I mean, I definitely feel that way. Like I said, they wouldn't put you on the field if they didn't trust you. And I feel like I put myself in position and showed them a number of times where I was able to take the meat into the field, and I was able to execute at a high level in certain situations and things like that. Especially, it's obviously a lot of different things that went on that allowed me to be on the field, obviously, but that was one main part. It was the opportunity came about, and I showed them that I can do it. So like you said, you breaking down the field and things like that, you seeing miscommunication and things like that. People gonna mess up in that back end. But my coach had a saying. He tell us this probably every week. The DBs drive the bus from the back. Whether it's a broken tackle and they break for 60 or a big ball in the air, it's on us to bring it down. They break, ain't nobody else in the back end. That ball in the air is on us. So it's like the communication that gotta be had, it gotta come from us in order for us to put that fire out. So like you said, it starts with us. It starts and end with us.
That's right.
And that's how it be. So I truly feel like that is a piece of why I was able to touch the field as early as I did.
Okay. Do y'all feel like y'all adopted a lot of Dave and Spag's mentality too? Going out the field. Who we say, players are an extension of their coaches, right?
Yeah.
Players are talk about those guys a little bit, man. we hear a little bit about Dave and Spags. I don't think they get they due like they should, right? Just people that see them, but talk a little bit about, man, what they mean to you and what they've been able to do for you, man, in this whole process too.
Definitely, man. I feel the same, man. I don't feel like they get they due, man. Honestly, like it's so much love and respect. I start with Coach Merritt, like Coach Merritt, a God fearing man that truly he tells us every day that it's not just God has him here for a reason, and obviously his time wasn't up yet. His
That's right.
time, God gave him a gift. God gave him a job to do, which is what he's continuing to do and preach the word to us and continue to tell us that we are more than what we think we are, and we not just football players. And he's here to preach to us and build us as young men. And I love that because I came in like I'm a God fearing man. Like my faith is I have big faith, and just to come in that room and the first day of me stepping in that room, the first thing Coach Merritt did was read the word of the day.
Ooh, okay.
I went home, bro. I went home and like just talked to my family like, oh, like this God, like I supposed to be here, like this God, because it's not too many times you're gonna get a coach like that that's willing to push that word into you.
That's right.
outside of the game. And he did that from then on, bro. Like I'm like, bro, I love this dude. No matter how he treat me, no matter what goes on for me in the next few years, like I love this dude. I'm gonna forever have respect for this guy because of what he did the first time. It wasn't about football when I first stepped in that room. It was about who it is that you're gonna be once you leave this room.
That's right.
And I love, bro. And from then on, I'm gonna walk with that for the rest of my life. Coach Merritt gonna be somebody that when I'm coaching, I'm always bring Coach Merritt up. He got so many quotes, so many things that he done threw at us that I know I'm gonna bring up once I get older. Like I'm gonna be the old head quoting my coach. Like, I'm gonna be that guy. You feel me? So me, bro, and then Coach Merritt, man, that's a guy, bro, and shout out to Coach Merritt, man. It's all love, and I truly appreciate the opportunity that he gave me to be in that room and be among guys that's willing to be the best, man. So and Spags, that's my guy, man. Like man, Spags. I remember because everybody. So my name Kevin, but everybody like my family members they call me KP.
Okay.
And somebody was calling me like KP or whatever, and Spags is like, "Who's KP? Like who's KP?" And he called me Kevin. All he do is call me Kevin, Kevin, like things like that. Everybody called me Kevin, and he finally figured out that my name was KP, and he trying to figure out like who's KP, like who is KP and things like that. He finally figured out, and from then on, like that kind of just it created a relationship with us, obviously through me being able to ask questions and to execute on the field and things like that, bro. But since then, Spags bring a kind of energy that you don't think DCs would bring. You think it's so much just sternness, and like Spags brings energy to that defense, which allows us to want to go run through a wall for him. Because it's like whether it's with the rewards or his wife doing things for us throughout after game days, it's just little things like that. And Spags obviously also is a man of God. So
Right. Yes, he
and
is.
Spags is like I said before, Spags probably one of the greatest to do it. And he, like I said, that's my guy, man. That's truly my guy.
Man, all it warms my heart just to know that you have good men around you, and it's important, especially in this game in the NFL, because of the distractions and the challenges you're going to deal with. Like you said, it's just not ball, and people don't realize that, man. We regular folk, man, they got lives and families and problems like everybody else. Sometimes people look at the accolades. Oh, you play Sunday, and I'm like, you know how hard it is to go out there every single day and like the world is on your shoulders. Literally, that's how you feel, because especially maybe in your position, shoot, this could be my last play. I don't know, who's coming in, or I don't know how they looking at me like that. But I love that they just setting the foundation for you guys. I know Spags is a big, man of faith. Dave too, and it's just beautiful, like you said, just starting with the word, because then he's like, they let you know, like, man, look, if anything happens, whatever it is, doesn't matter. I got you. Football, you could call me I'm sure they told you could call me anytime, reach out to me. You know, you can holler at us anytime and we'll deal with whatever.
Yes, sir.
But having that type of, confidence and comfort helps you out there on the football field too. Because y'all a young group of guys. Let's just be honest. Y'all a young group of dudes.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think who's the elder statement. Is it?
It's Trent right now.
Trent? Yeah. Well, Mike.
Trent, yeah.
Mike, yeah. Trent.
Mike,
Yeah.
Mike and Dion. Yeah.
Deion Bush. Deion Bush was in the room.
Yeah. I talked to Dion during the summer when he was hurt. Him in Fayetteville. Talked to him in Fayetteville.
And Jay Will.
Yeah. He's funny, man. He's a good dude, though. I can tell you, good dude. I tell all y'all, man, they are just good dudes. But man, like you said, man, they legendary. Legendary guys like that, man, set the foundation for you dudes to go out there and just go play the way that you could go play, right? Now, you don't have to worry about anything else. And plus, I love Stag's his teaching style. I mean, he's, man, student of the game. The way he comes in and he explains everything. Did any of that like get you jumbled up as far as, because I know it's a lot. There's a lot, man, that y'all have to deal with. How complex is the defensive system that Spags is running, compared to like how it was in college,
See, when I played in college, my scheme was kind of simple. Like we didn't really run no zone. We ran a lot of man coverage, and if we did run zone, we had a cover two in that we never ran. It was just practice, and then we probably later, like my senior year or like going into my junior year, we started throwing a little bit of like some zone schemes in, but. Once I got in there, it's just like I'm hearing terms I never heard before, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm looking stuff up, like, bro. I'm like, nah. I'm talking to my coaches back home. Back in Florida State. I'm like, hey, I don't think I was prepared for this. Nah, like, but like you said, bro, Coach Merritt, Coach Spaz, like even Coach House, they coaching style, bro. They teach the game. They don't just give you a playbook and say go learn it. They teach it.
Yeah.
They truly sit you down and like Merritt to really drill something in your, like, we'll go over one thing for a whole week until you get it.
Yeah.
That's one thing, like Merritt gonna, like, one thing about it, Merritt throw you on the board. He gonna ask you questions out the blue. Just like, you don't got it, we finna sit right here and do it until you get it. Like,
yeah.
Feel me? And it's just like that defense, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. That defense is, it's a little. I started off a little shaky. I ain't gonna lie to you. I started off a little shaky. It took hours and hours of me truly like diving into that playbook till I truly got it, until things started to stick. I won't lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. It probably ain't stick. It probably ain't start sticking until middle of the season.
Yeah.
Middle of the season, because it's just like, and then you know how the game come. You'll have one thing, but game adjustments totally different.
Yes, sir.
When they start adjusting that playbook, that's when stuff started getting a little like, okay, like I know this the basic, but when we adjust this, now we adding this play over here. Like I post a blitz here, but now if he say this off of this week, we gonna blitz here. Like,
yeah.
nah, I'm like, come on now, like, you feel me? But it's definitely a difficult playbook. But once you got it, you got it. That's one thing I tell you.
Okay.
Once you got it, you got it. And once I got it, I was able to stick with it. Like I said, I see myself as a sponge when it comes to learning. Like I mess up, I know I won't mess up on it again because all right, now I understand what I did wrong. Now I'm looking at how Trent or J-Watt or C2, how them guys doing it. Now it's like, all right, let me go try to do it like that. And if I mess up, I know, like, all right, like I'm doing something. Like, let me go talk to somebody. Let me go talk to a vet. Let me go. Just, that's where mental reps come in, though. You know, like I was on the sideline. Like I was playing special teams. I wasn't playing no defense, but mentally I had to lock in and see what it is that I was doing. Because when my name was called, it wasn't no, oh, I got to get ready. Or, bro, you ain't ready. It's next up, bro.
Right. You ain't like on the sideline. Oh, let me
Ain't none of that. No.
Don't be in there in a second. Now. Yeah.
Ain't none of that,
Right
man.
now. Come on. Yeah.
Ain't none of that at all.
So, man, I had to say, true, probably for you too, your position, because you're doing a lot of, the nickel corner, you play nickel in college, you know that aspect of it, but zone, you're doing, split coverages and all those things. I mean, oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying? That's difficult to know. Like, hold on, it's like, I get it. If I have this area, but if they move over here 3-by-1 or 2, okay, like, man. So what if he's not all the way over, but he's like in the backfield? Does that still
It get real when the questions get like that, though.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it get real, bro, for sure.
But once you got that down, you know it. And man, it is so vital that guys know what they're doing. They got to trust you. Like you said, they got to trust you. I can't put you out there if I don't trust you know what you're doing. I can't.
Facts.
Because that compromises everybody, the entire defense. Everybody can do their job, but one guy off, okay? Could see no touchdown. Right.
Yep.
So we got to be on the same page. Everybody's got to be able to communicate. And so, like I said, I seen this past year, there was some struggle, some games I did see like, that's a lack of communication right there. I just didn't get enough of it. The guy didn't adjust. And so when you see guys just running open, you're like, oh, that's a busted coverage. Somebody's supposed to be over there. And I think when you talk about like, for us, we've talked about what helps you all out is obviously pass rush, okay, pressures, okay. We're hoping in this draft that Spags grabs him a couple of dudes, that's going to bring a little bit of that pressure and breathe down that quarterback's neck. That way it helps you out on your timing, because, y'all can't cover guys forever. It's impossible to ask you to do that. It's unfair. It's really unfair. So let me ask you a little bit about like the other positions. I know Mark's want to jump in on this, but I know y'all tight knit group. I could tell right now that y'all family, man. Y'all, the DB room, secondary room, tight knit group of guys, man. Y'all have fun. I could tell that. How's y'all relation with everybody else, linebackers, D-line, and all those different guys too, man? When y'all sitting over in the huddle, y'all talking to those guys. What do you usually hear from? Let's say Spags' mind. We say Nick Bolton. Nick Bolton's Spags' mind. That's what he calls it. That's my mind deal. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, Nick. I ain't gonna lie. Nick wow me every day. Because, like, bro, we in meetings. We'll be in meetings.
Yeah.
Spags be like, I say something like that. Nick could literally be, we gotta, he'll be doing something totally different, answer the question. It's just like, we get on the field and it's just like, bro, like, Nick basically doing everything, bro. It's just like he knows the playbook like the back of his hand. And it's like, it's in the sense of it's his playbook. And it's like, bro, like he wows me every day because regardless if he knows what that 3-tech need to be doing. He knows that corner is supposed to be belling. He knows the safety's supposed to be coming down and fitting the A gap or whatever. Like, but it's just like, bro, like how you feel me? So man, Nick Bolton, he wows me every time, bro. But that's an amazing guy, bro. Like when I first got my snap on the field, like one thing about it, Nick gonna tell you, hey, talk to me, communicate, like let's go. Like you make a play, he gonna come dap you up, he gonna say something to you to make you feel me, to keep you up. Don't get me wrong, don't mess up now, cause now he's like I said, bro, this Spies relies on that man a lot, and the defense does. The front end, the back end, even the guys next to him, like they rely on Nick, and just to watch him do what he do and continue to prepare how he prepares is amazing. And he a great guy, bro. He a great guy to be around. You would think like guys like that's great on teams like Hollywood and things like that. Like that was my thing. Like my judgment walking in the building is like, all right, I'm walking into the NFL. Like everybody outside the NFL think like guys making a lot of money, they on TV, they Hollywood and stuff like that. It's the total opposite in their locker room, bro. And it honestly, it wowed me because just them being so friendly and being able to converse with each other just like we been to each other, like, bro, like, hey, we in this together, bro.
Yes, sir. That's right.
And that's that line, starting with Nick, that linebacker room is an amazing room. amazing group of guys, who's willing to work, who's willing to put the work in and continue to build. So, but hey, Nick, if you see this, shout out to you, bro. Like you really, hey, you that guy, bro. Like I've been watching you, fam. Like, and when I got there, I didn't even know Nick was that young,
Yeah,
doing it how he doing it. And it's just like, bro, like
man. Look, I on this show, we big Nick Bolton lovers. I've said it about Nick. I'm so glad he got his bag because he deserves every bit of it, every bit of that money he got. And so, people. I remember somebody on Twitter, these Twitter people, and I said, "Man, Nick is an elite linebacker. Elite? What do you mean elite?" I said, "Elite, like Nick knows exactly what he needs to do. He knows exactly where he needs to be, and he makes plays. That's what he does."
Literally.
And so, when I'm talking about elite, I'm stacking him up here with everybody up here. And so, what people don't see is like what you see. You see the preparation. You see the time. You see like how he's calling out every different play. Like he's literally spazzed out there on the field, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, you gotta be here. What happened on you right here, man? You can't be over there on this one. We running whatever, cover 7 on this. And so you got him if he comes out, right? And so communicate. So those things that people don't quite see behind closed doors, the value a guy has, and a voice like you just said, for a young guy like you, and Nick, like he's young. He probably sound like he's a 12-year vet, talking to you, right?
Exactly.
Right. But he's coming to you, and like you said, man, he's keeping you even keel. You know what I'm saying? But also, like, man, good. Hey, you okay? That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you can play here. I told you could play here,
Yes,
right?
sir.
And things like that, man. Conversations, man, are so huge for a young dude. I ended up playing for a long time, and I'll tell you this: every dude that I played with in the NFL, I played with Philly and Kansas City. 12-year career. Every single guy, I remember every single one. I come up to him. We text all the time. I text with dudes from Philly when I played back then to dudes in Kansas City. And it's a lifelong thing, man, because you go to battle together. People, man, you are battling every single day together. You got each other's back. Those things like that are so key, so important that it's very, that the noise outside of this can't penetrate you guys. You know what I mean? Don't let y'all, all the bickering and stuff goes on. And then, of course, somebody sees something outside like, look at Tranquil, them go at it. Oh, this is, I said, man, this is just spirited conversation. This is passion.
That's it.
All the guys. Yeah. So talk a little bit about that, man. Like, some of those things that, that people see and, they might try to, in their own mind.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, bro, it's a lot that goes on, even like with the glitter and glam on social media, or like the things that may be misconstrued. Like it's a lot of things that goes on like that. But we started to realize it's a lot of things that's gonna go on outside. It's a lot of words that's gonna be said, but that should never penetrate our circle.
Yeah.
That should never be able to break the chain or break the bond that we've created through blood, sweat, tears. It's like those words outside of like they didn't have to go to St. Joe in 100-degree weather. They ain't have to do that with us. Feel me? They ain't have to wake up, feel me, early morning to go do what it is that we had to do. Feel me? But it's a lot of stuff like that that's gonna be said. But it's like you said, it's that passion.
Yeah.
That passion for the game, because it's just like, I know my brother right here gonna grind with me, and you know how my guy coming. Feel me? But it's just like, if I'm giving my all and you mess up, I just feel like you not all right. Like now I feel some type of way about it, because like I know you. We know each other. I know that's not you. So why you even, you feel me? Why is that even a problem? And that's where all that comes from. Like, it's because I watched you do this play 300 times and aced it. Then you get right here and fold.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like now, like you said, it comes from the passion. It comes from all the late nights, the early mornings, the long days, the long meetings. It comes from all of that. But like I said, just to begin that conversation, none of that stuff, outside noise, should ever break our bond. None of that stuff should ever break that chain. This indestructible chain that we have, that we created through all, like I said, through the blood, sweat, and tears, through the long nights, through the long days. Like, none of that should break anything that we have built. So, I mean, it's gonna come.
Yeah.
That's the game. That's life. But we all got to keep that understanding. It's like we're the Chiefs built something from the ground up, and it's young guys that come on, or guys that comes on, or coaches that continue to build, continue to elevate. We already have the foundation. A lot of Chiefs this, Chiefs rain. It's it may seem like that right now, but it's a lot of things that we gotta. Ain't nothing but no renovation. That's all it is.
That's right.
We renovating to make things a little bit better for you.
Mm-hmm.
Just to watch how we do it in the back end. So I mean, everybody know how it goes, and I just want people to, you feel me, sit back and realize that it's passing to this game, man. When it comes with that, it's gonna come with some bickering, gonna come with some fighting, but I promise you, ain't nothing will break what the Chiefs already built.
That's right. That's right.
So,
Mark, go ahead, Marcus. I know.
No, I just wanted to. I mean, you're saying a lot of great stuff tonight, KP. Everyone in the chat's loving it. You're getting a lot of new fans in the chat. But you mentioned the Nick Bolton stuff, which I think is great. I think there's a certain sect of the Chiefs fans that needed to hear that, because for some reason Nick Bolton's one of those guys that people are just questioned on. I don't get it. But if they listen to you, hopefully they've changed their tune. But in your room, the DB room, Trent McDuffie, Jalen Watson. A lot of vets that you've kind of been able to look at this year. What did you kind of take away or learn from McDuffie or Watson or any other vets in the DB room this year that you were able to kind of take and kind of put your own juice to it?
Yeah, definitely Trent. Started with Trent, man. 2-2. I call him 2-2 like that, but like Trent McDuffie is a guy that you would want to model your game after. In the room we call, like, man, guys, the blueprint.
Yeah.
Trent the blueprint.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Trent does everything right. Every day Trent can pop it every day, but he decides to remain humble, you feel me? Stay down, put his head down and work. Whether it's regular EDDs, us doing everyday drills, he's gonna show it. He's gonna show you how to do it. And let you know, like, all right, like, let's pick it up a little bit. Like, Trent, he's not gonna go out his way to be all this and that, whatever, but Trent paved the way for a lot of people in that room. Because whether it's answering questions that has nothing to do with him, answering questions about the D-line, or answering questions about a screen that we would never see. And it's just little things like that. Like watching Trent day after day go against number one receivers and doing his thing. Like he deserved everything. Every positive thing that's come, he deserved it all. And I truly thank Trent for who he is and how he carries himself, because I don't think he know, but it's a lot of people that got eyes on him. A lot of younger guys that got eyes on him, especially me. Like, me walking in, it's just like me and Noah Williams, like, bro, Trent doing this, bro, we gotta do this. Trent, like, we gotta, like, it's little things like that, like, bro, and like Trent McDuffie is an amazing athlete, but overall amazing dude. He's a dude that brings energy. He laughs, he smiles, he plays. Like, he's a guy that deserves it. And he's a guy that allowed us to build and put me in position to continue to build my confidence to be where I need to be. So I mess up on, like, I'm in the nickel, I'm in the slot, Trent's in the slot. Like, I'm watching Trent. It's just like, if I got questions, I come to him. Even if he see me doing something. Like, I remember the first time Trent came to me, bro, I felt like, dang, like, feel like the man now. Like, he hold on, like, this Trent McDuffie, like, but feel me, I say that to say, like, he's a guy, and those guys that you need in your room, those guys that you need around the league, and to help you build. It's not just, like, I can go get this much money, I can go do that. Like, not one time have Trent ever brought anything about that up. It's every day is about ball for him. Every day he step in the building, it's about ball. And I love that, because it's just like, it's a lot of guys that's in his position that's not moving like that. So
wow. That's deep right there.
Yeah.
Because when you have a guy like that, the guy that does everything right, we call them consummate pros. He's a pros pro, and he's going to take stock everything he needs to do every single day. And like you said, he's going to teach guys. Sometimes you hear around the league, when guys are in competition with one another, they don't want to pass off information that they got, or they try to keep it to themselves. They don't ever try to correct anybody else. And I always said, man, guys like that in the league, guys know who those guys are. They don't respect guys like that. They just don't. So, dude, like, yeah, I'm not here to help that guy out. Why not? He's your teammate. Why wouldn't you want him to be successful? So, if you a dog like you say you are, what he's doing shouldn't affect how you play and what you're doing, right? Y'all should all, look to try to eat and be successful. So, I love to hear it about Trent, man, because this is going to be a pivotal moment as far as what the Chiefs are going to do with Trent. Okay, and it's going to be coming pretty fast these next few weeks as far as like what direction they're going to go.
Yeah.
Are they going to pay Trent, right? We know Trent's worth the money. We know that. There's no question about it. I say, man, he's one of the top. I say 5. I say top 3 corners in the league. Seriously, that's how I feel about him.
For sure.
Because the way he's able to get down on the island, and he takes your number 1 away. He's been doing it consistently, year after year, game after game. He's been doing it, and that's a guy that you want. You want a guy like that, guy that you don't have to worry about, right? This side of the field over here, we know Trent got this locked down. We don't have to worry about him. We don't have to worry about his technique, what he's not doing right. Trent's gonna get it right. Okay,
yes, sir.
That's a peace of mind. You pay for peace of mind. That's what you want to be able to do. It's all the other jokers around here that you have to worry about. Like, this sucker right here, I don't know if he's been studying like he should have. You got it wrong in practice, he's going to get it right in the game. Trent, no question. You don't have to worry about nothing. Hey, man, lay on the pillow, man. Hey, I'm good. The Spags know they're good.
Facts.
So it's how it works. How it works, because we don't quite know. Because NFL's a business at the end of the day. It's a business, right? If they decide, to trade Trent, right? Obviously, there's going to be opportunity, and I'm not saying, scenarios. We just talking scenarios, right? We don't want that to happen. We don't want Trent. I don't want Trent to go nowhere. Hopefully, we'll work something out. Chiefs open up their pocketbook a little bit, see the value of what they got in them, and see what we can do with Trent, man. Because like you said, he's a value to him. But if that leaves a void open for guys, and you just said, Noah Williams, young guy. You see what Noah's been able to do. Noah was hungry, came in, kind of went to work. Everybody wondered why Noah wasn't getting more reps. Why? How come Noah's not getting more reps, right? And look, everything's earned. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is just given to you in the NFL. They don't like you because you got a good smile. That ain't how it works. Like,
facts.
You got to earn your way. And so Noah's like we could say, young dude like that, kind of worked his way in from the things that I guess he was doing. I talked to Noah during the summer too. And when I was talking to him, Noah was just like, man, I'm just trying to get everything down. And I could see his head spinning, because he's like, and he talked soft. I was like, okay, he's kind of I could tell he's kind of a humble guy. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I was like, okay, this dude right here is somebody who has it figured out. Now, is he like, young guys, obviously, when y'all come in together, it's kind of like one of those things like y'all kind of, this is our same class.
Yeah.
That type of deal. Tell a little bit about like him too, and y'all conversation that y'all have as pretty much the young guys.
Definitely. Once everything was said and done, got in the finished camp and things like that. You feel me? It was 3 rookies in the back end. Noah Williams, myself, and Melvin Smith. Mm-hmm. And from then on, bro, like it's like I want to say like literally that day, or probably like 2 days after we had a conversation, it was just like, bro, like we got to do this, like, bro, it's us, bro, like we got to lock in, kind of like, and throughout camp, bro, like we all got real close throughout OTAs, throughout camp, just going through the playbook together, just building, understanding why we here, like, We here for a reason, bro. Like they ain't bring us here just to bring us here. No, let no know out the gate. Like obviously, No was the first one playing, and I let him know, like, bro, you gotta understand, like, bro, like when you on that field, like, bro, we feel like we on the field, bro. So every
Yeah.
day we pushing each other, like we get out early, we stay after practice and things like that, just doing the extra,
Yeah.
obviously doing our 111, but doing the extra just to, you feel me, to build that bond, but also show the coaches that we're building together, we're being able to build together to help this team in the back end.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
when No had to play first game of the season, it wasn't no, hey, No, you ready? It was, hey, No, let's go. Like, so it's like, bro, like just me being at home watching, like, bro, I'm geeked at the TV the whole time, like eyes glued, like my boy in the, yeah,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
go, like let's go. We in the chat. I'm in the chat. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
me and Mel geek. So it's like, bro, it's an opportunity, bro. But Noah Williams is a dog. And I tell you, like, Noah gonna play this game for a long time, bro. Not just because he good, but he wants it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of guys that got amazing talent, bro, but
That's right.
that's all they got. They don't got
That's
no
right.
heart. They don't got nothing else. They just got the talent. Noah got it all. Noah got the size, the speed, the talent, the heart, the want to. Noah may be soft spoken, bro. He touched that field. He a whole different dude. I promise you, a whole different person, bro. And I love that about him, bro, because he gonna compete.
Yeah.
He gonna compete, and that's something I grew up on, competing. And bro, like me and his relationship, it obviously grew more and more over the season. Me and him got tight, and he, especially when I started playing, like he kind of put in my head, it's like, bro, like it's all or nothing. You got an opportunity, bro. Once they give it to you, bro, run with it.
Yes.
Hey, and he like, bro, but it's ours, fam. Let's go do it, bro. Like we gonna be doing this for a long time. Let's do it. And you got Mel that's coming right, like Mel a dog.
Okay.
Like Mel ain't get the opportunity this year, but Mel a dog. Melvin Smith, like he can run, he can cover, he can compete, like he can everything that you see out of myself, everything that you see out of Noah Williams, Mel got it.
Okay.
And I love that for us because it's like when that opportunity comes, we all know we gonna run with it.
Yeah.
Now we want the coaches to know that when we do get that opportunity, like you're not just giving us an opportunity because we here. We working. We working for it, and we appreciate you that you're allowing us to do it. So that group starting with Noel, like bro, like Noel an amazing dude, bro. Just like you said, bro, he amazing dude, soft spoken, bro, and is a great guy to be around, bro. And I honestly can't wait to watch him ball this next season because I know he coming with it all. So definitely.
Yes, social media went wild with the Nolan Knowles back end towards the second half of the season.
Yeah.
You're loving that.
Yeah, definitely, man.
KP, as far as just going back to you, going to this year, like second half of the season when you did start to get more and more reps on the back end, you kind of mentioned how you were kind of primarily playing the nickel in the corner. And you talk about McDuffie, who could play nickel, slide anywhere all over the place. How comfortable are you kind of playing inside versus outside, and where do you kind of feel you can help the most with the Chiefs secondary going forward?
Definitely. So coming out of college, I played in the inside. I played in the slot in college a lot. Outside was out. I really played more nickel and safety, and outside was just like push come to shove opportunity. And if it came to that, for me having to play outside, I was prepared for it. Cause I mean that's what I'm here for. I'm available, and that's the best thing. If I'm available, then like let me do it. And like I said, Coach Merritt is a coach that teaches. So whether I will be great at it or not, Coach Merritt prepared me mentally. Coach Merritt prepared me physically to be able to go out there and at least hold my own, go out there and at least contribute or execute in the sense of the defensive scheme. So, but I truly feel like that in that slot, like just be obviously getting my feet wet this year. Like I really truly feel like I can contribute in that slot. Um, just being able to come up and tackle, being able to blitz, being able to guard quick twitchy receiver and things like that. Like that kind of elevates your game a lot. And once you get out, like when you get the opportunity to go out there in the corner, it kind of allows you to slow it down a little bit. Because I truly feel like playing corner and the outside, bro, and playing in the slot, 2 different positions.
Two totally different positions.
2
People don't know that,
totally,
man. It's 2 totally different positions.
yeah. And a lot of people don't know, bro, but it get real in that slot. It
Yeah.
get real. So you'll go from guarding a twitchy guy to now he just broke. He just got a toss, or he just broke the B gap and broke to you. Now it's you and him. Now what? My mind just went from trying to guard
Yeah.
Lad McConkey to having to tackle, like, you feel me? So
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like,
Yeah. Derrick Henry coming through the B gap. Yeah.
exactly, bro.
Yes, sir.
Little
Yeah.
things like that, man. But I truly feel comfortable with that. Obviously being prepared by Coach Merritt, Coach Spats, Coach House, going against some of the greatest guys in the league. But it was, like I said, it was an opportunity, and I truly feel like I can contribute in that slot. And push come to shove, if corner is where I'm needed as well in my career, I promise you I'm gonna be prepared for that as well. So
Did they ever say, like, pretty much, man, being that nickel and slot guy was pretty much open? Because I think we would, man, we look. All right, man. I'm gonna be real. It was a struggle. It's been a struggle since Snead has left. Okay. And I get it. I do. Because like you said, sometimes you gotta carry the fast, twitchy guys, and then all of a sudden you gotta come up, you gotta, you are blitzing. You had to set the edge. You coming right now through the alley right now. It's like ain't nobody else. I'm looking around. It's you. That's you. That's what you got to do. And so when you have guys like that, two-way goal, trying to carry those guys, that's a tough, man, that is a tough job. People don't quite understand it, man. We had one named Benny Sapp. Benny Sapp, man, played for us, and Benny from Lauderdale. Lauderdale, that's what I always say.
boys.
But Benny was always up for the task, man. He wanted that position. He wanted to be that guy. He said, I want him. That's who I want, coach. Put me in the slot, man. Let that be my job. Let that be mine. And so was y'all told pretty much kind of like that position is kind of open? Whoever wants it, like, is going to play, that's going to take over. And I think, man, shoot, to be honest with you, that's what we've really been missing. We've been missing kind of that guy. Like I'd rather have Trent playing on the outside. I'd rather him try to get, your top dog, okay? But when I know in certain situations, right, we know situational, that guy, I need a dude that's going to be able to make sure he covers that. So
definitely
talk about that, man. Did the coaches say that? Like, it's pretty much kind of anybody's position?
I mean, I would say that the coaches kind of put it in the air. It's an opportunity, bro. Coach Merritt always says it's an opportunity. And like you said, like, we got Trent. The league knows that Trent can play 50% in the slot and 50% outside and be that guy.
Yeah.
So it's like push come to shove. If we do need Trent there, let's throw him there. We need him out there, let's do it there. But like you said, we need what if we need him outside all game? And now it's like we need a guy to go, feel me? And obviously they did let us know that it is an opportunity there. But you got guys like C2.
Okay.
You got Tamari Connor. You got guys like C-Row, Chris Rowland. Like you got guys like that can do the same as Trent, but obviously playing safety, playing nickel.
Right.
They can play that game. They can play the game, and that you got guys like me where I come in and it's like, all right, I can play in the slot as well. I can do so as I grow. I can contribute to this team if I continue to show that I'm doing. Obviously, like, I got snaps later on in the season, so I was able to do a little. I was able to kind of, like I said, get my feet wet and show a little bit of what it is that I can do. But just I was able to do that based off me watching the guys in front of me.
Yeah.
Watching C-Row, he a dog. Come and do what he do. Watching C2 do what he do, like them guys. Then obviously watching the blueprint, watching Trent. Like, so it's things like that, and it. Like I said, they said it was an opportunity. It's an opportunity, and it's obviously it's an opportunity that's open for somebody to come take advantage of, and that opportunity came for everybody. Honestly,
I'll say this. Okay, my preference. I like the hybrid guys, safety to common corner, but I'd rather have a corner to nickel guy, really
yeah,
cover dude. That I mean,
I
you
feel
know,
you.
seriously. I mean, if I'm Lad McConkey, you had to cover him all game. I want the guy that's got the speed and the hips who can do all those different things and be right in his hip pocket,
For sure.
right there for everything. And it's just me. Okay, I ain't speaking for nobody else. It's just my preference. If I'm sitting out there on the game, I'm like, I want him on this guy. That's who I want, right? And it's not taking anything away from, Jamari and C2. Those guys, man, they're talented dudes, every single one of them. And Spags gives them their flowers. He talks about how good they are. I mean, and you can see it. You could really see it, But I think certain situations calls for, different tools and different things. It just does. So, and they make adjustments. They do a great job of making those adjustments. Spags knows exactly what they're doing, even though we fans don't think we do. Like, what is Spags doing? Oh, why is he calling the blitz? Like, yo, chill. Spags been doing this for a long time. He been doing this.
Let it marinate a little bit. You'll see why.
Right.
Real talk, though.
Man, let me ask you. So, kind of bring, like Marcus was saying, what does this offseason look like for you going into the season now? Okay, like what is the work that you had to put in, the toil you had to put in for these little girls and whatnot to get yourself solidified, to make everybody know, like you said, you will make everybody pay who passed on you. Okay, make everybody who didn't notice me before know exactly who I am. What does this offseason look like for you right now?
Definitely. Obviously, once I get moving around, I gotta build, and I'm building from where I left off last offseason. Obviously, I went through the season, things like that. Everybody know how the season go. Your weight may fluctuate and things like that, but I'm building off of last offseason. I know where I ended off last offseason. I know what helped me last offseason to get me through. Now I know what I need to tweak a little bit to allow me to. You got 4 quarters in the season. Just think that in the game, you got 4 quarters, or let's say in the season, I got 4 quarters.
Yep.
Now I know I need to train for overtime. I trained 4 quarters last year going into last season. Now I know I'm gonna train those 4 quarters plus overtime, because that overtime gonna get me over that hump, that injury hump. Obviously, you can't stop injury, but that injury hump, or that we on that long drive drill and I'm tired. And I was like, all right, what you gonna bring out? And it starts with that. Feel me? Like, just grinding, and knowing that it's gonna pay off in that back end. And that kind of looks like just me getting stronger, me getting faster, me putting on some weight. Obviously, like this is a lead that don't owe anybody anything. So you coming in thinking that, all right, yeah, weight don't matter and stuff like that, till you gotta go shed a block from a guy that's 6'6", 380. You feel me?
That's right.
It's little things like that, little things that meets, and I'm so glad that I was able to hop on the field this year and see what it took. Because obviously, like, I'm not the biggest guy at all. Everybody knows that. But I know what helped me when I needed to get around those guys that was bigger than me. I know what helped me when I needed to move with guys that was faster than me. So now it's like, now I know I need to build from that. I need to build off of the things that I lacked in the season. And stuff like that. And from then on, like, that's just gonna look like determination. It's gonna look like consistency and being consistent every morning, like, or eating right.
Yeah, you go.
I'm not a big body. It's like metabolism fast, so I feel like I can eat anything and still be okay.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't realize me eating anything happens to. That's why you got that little ankle tweak or that little hamstring tweak or little things like that. And me being able to realize that this year really helped me. Now I can go into the offseason knowing what it is that I need to eat, knowing what I need to put in my body, how sleep really affects you. Like, so it's little things like that, bro, that I'm truly excited for and ready to kind of take on as I begin to train and just kind of build for what's to come this next season. And bro, you don't understand, bro. I'm so excited. I'm so excited just to get back in that building because I feel like I've been gone for 2 years. Season just ended, bro. So it's like, bro, I'm excited, bro. So
Too long of a break, huh?
yeah,
I hear you. Yeah.
I'm excited though, man.
Well, for you, for a guy who's focused, and I wrote all these things down, what you said, man. It's just longevity, tweaking, faster, the diet, your sleep, getting stronger. Man, you just gave us a blueprint. This is a blueprint. You talk about Trent's a blueprint. You just gave a blueprint on how you not just get into the NFL, but stay. That's the most important thing. It ain't just getting into the league. You cracked that code already.
Yes, sir.
You cracked that code. You in. Now it's all about staying. Now it's all about longevity. Now it's all about legacy now. And so I tell you what, I could take this right here, man, to a young group of guys and just like, man, hey, come watch this episode, okay? You want to know how a pro does it? This is exactly what it means to him. This is how he carries himself. And so same thing, the mental clarity and the focus that you have. And obviously, man, keeping God first in your life, I mean, your faith, like you said, that's paramount more than anything else. It's going to carry you through the hard times, right? It's going to carry you through the doubt because it's like, yeah, you know what? I know my purpose. My purpose is bigger than that, than just football. And so I tell you what, man, I've enjoyed this conversation, man. I know we had you on for a long time, but that's how it goes, man. When picking your brain and you hear a guy like yourself that can voice and have everybody visualize what it means to being out there on the field and being a football player in the NFL, and especially the Chiefs, man. And this is part of the reason why we do it, because people don't know. They don't know what's behind the curtain. They don't know the long hours and, you know, like the passion that you have ready to get back into the lab as soon as you can, right? To just get back at it. And like you said before, it's, you know, everybody looks at the glitz and the glamours. You know, I got in the league. I bought the NFL starter kit. I think I got everything I needed. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is.
Thanks.
You know, and then you start realizing, like, now all of a sudden everything just starts, you know, shifting your focus differently. Okay. And it's things that's more important to you. It's like, you know, the legacy I'm gonna leave for my girls. Okay. When they see their father, work and the time they putting in, you know, every little rep that you're doing is for them, right? Every little step that you got, I can go through what I need to go through for them.
Yes, sir.
Get them to where they need to be. I could go through what I need to go through for you to be submitted into this league. You know, you talk about you made a pact with your brothers. You know what I'm saying? The young crew that came in, like, man, this could be us. We have a chance and opportunity. Sometimes these opportunities don't come all along. We know this, Kev. Man, there's a lot of dudes that show up in camp every single year. There's guys that played 2 years who's trying to get back into the league.
Yep.
They're trying to get back there. They putting in the work and stuff like that. So what I'm going to tell you, man, look, I'm going to commend you first off, man, for the hard work you've done, for cracking the code and getting into the NFL. But number two, coming in and actually making a staple on your play that everybody knows who you are in the kingdom now. All right?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to tell you right at this moment, in this time, take it all by storm, man, but enjoy every moment of it. Every single moment, man. Enjoy yourself. All right.
Yes, sir.
Stay with the focus, but enjoy yourself. You know, you got the work to do. You got the blueprint already in place, man. But I can't wait. I'm gonna catch up with you. I'm gonna be
Definitely,
out there, man. I'm gonna see you out there and you know, get out there to practices and stuff like that. But man, I tell you what, man, you got everything about you, man, that you need. You are the guy that is the poster boy that guys and teams want in the NFL. You are. And so I want you to make everybody pay. Everybody to pass you up, you know, you're just like, hey, yeah, you remember me? Yeah, you passed it. It's okay. Yeah. It's all good, right? It's okay. I was supposed to take his journey this way anyway, right? That's how you get. I'm supposed to take it this way. It's all right.
That matter.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead, Marcus.
Yeah, no, I just to wrap this up. I remember when we I think it was the Eagles game was your first game.
Eagles, yes, sir.
I remember when you at first like came on my screen, I was like, who's 38? I was like, oh man, like this, like some guys when they come on like the screen, like they have the juice. Yeah, I mean, you had the juice. And I remember one of the first games where you finally got you like defensive reps and you were guarding the slot. I remember JD and I have a group message. I remember I was like, I don't know, man. I think we finally got the slot you've been wanting for a long time. Yeah. And yeah, just it's not all the time where guys come on the screen and they have that juice. You definitely have that juice, and it popped right away. And I just want to let you know that, like, right away during the season, I remember seeing you, and I was like, man, like, I think we got a dude here, and I'm really happy you were able to come on the show and be able to talk to our fans and everybody in Chiefs Kingdom, just to let you know that Kevin Knowles, KP's the real deal, man.
Yes, sir, man. I truly appreciate y'all, man, just giving me the time, opportunity to come speak with y'all, man. It's truly a blessing, man, for real.
Man, you man, look, you blessed, us with your presence today, just with your conversation. And the thing is, man, we're going to get you out there even more. We want the kingdom to know you even more. And so, having this, people get to see you. They get to see the man behind the mask, okay? They get to see what this thing looks like. And so, like I said before, brother, look, we didn't want to wear you out the first time out here. We want you to come back, all right? Because we know we got
I'm gonna be back for sure. I'm gonna be back,
right,
man.
Brother, man. We got to get you back, man, just to see where your progress is and start talking about everything. Like, man, Kev, you said he's gonna do it. You said he's gonna be here with it. So,
yes, sir.
Hey, brother, look. With that being said, keep that focus. Keep working hard. When it's time to work, man, put that work in. So we know this. Will Shield told me this a long time ago. He said, man, JD, they're always trying to replace you. Okay. And the thing is, you make yourself so valuable that they can't replace you.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Like, you create that niche, like, shoot, we can't do without Kev. We can't, we good. I want Spags like, Kev, he got it. Everybody else I need to talk to, right? And that's the way it is. That's the way it's got to be, man. So, brother, man, yeah, man, I appreciate you, man, coming on tonight. Seriously, giving
yes, sir,
man. So
appreciate you, buddy, and we'll definitely have you on again. I'll get your details. I'm gonna send you some Chief Concerns merch your way, man. I think I'm sending Gelati a Chief Concerns headband. I'm gonna send one for you as well, man.
That's real, man. That's real. I appreciate that for sure, man.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
So my guys, man, it's on my text feeds. I got a lot of DBs on my text feed. You know what I'm saying? We always offense and defense. I'm gonna say, yo, man, you gotta check this young cat out. Right?
Yeah.
But one of the dudes we got on text feed, man, is Pat Surtain. So yeah. So his pops, I play with his pops. So
so
so we
Pat coached me at the state.
Yeah. Come on, man. Wait till I talk to Pat. Tell him I had this right. That's on the state. I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah, man. That's my guy, man. That's my guy.
Man, yo. Then shoot, you already know. Oh, man. What am I talking about?
Yeah, man. For sure, man.
Good stuff, man.
Kevin, actually, I don't know if you saw today. You got Chiefs brought in another DBs coach to work with Coach Merritt and Coach Andre Curtis.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't even see that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, it's his fourth stint with Spags. So he's coached with Spags with the Rams and the Saints, I believe. But yeah, I mean, he's coached some of the best. Sam Madison, Malcolm Jenkins, Roman Harper. So like, I mean, it's another good guy to have in the DB room. So yeah.
Okay. That's smooth, bro. So that
more
means
knowledge, baby.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, him and Merritt together, I know that's gonna be. Come on.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited for it though, man. I'm excited for it for sure.
All right, brother. Well, we'll have you back on again, man. It was awesome getting to talk to you, Kevin. And I'll be in touch, man.
Yes, sir, man. Again, I appreciate y'all, man. God bless.
God bless you, man.
God bless, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Work you, man. I know you will. All right.
You know it.
Okay. All right. We'll
Take
see
it easy,
you,
buddy.
All right.
All right, everybody. So that was Kevin Knowles, and honestly, I think we say this all the time, but like that was a fantastic conversation, man.
Yeah,
like that's like the real. I mean, we've had current players on, and it's nice to see someone just kind of say, just talk about what behind the scenes, and you always talk about bringing to us behind the curtain. But what he talked about tonight, talking about Trent McDuffie, talking about Nick Bolton. So eye-opening, and I hope so many of the fans out there who and I'll even clip that bit where he talks about Nick Bolton and his presence and all.
Yes,
Even this past Monday, I think Tasia is a Bolton fan, but like even Tasia was like kind of downplay Bolton's importance, and you could just sign or draft anybody to be Spags out there. And what he just talked about tonight, it's like you can't find that.
No, but that was the point I was trying to make to Tasia. Like, you just can't replace. I said, until that guy comes into the room, until you know who that guy is, it's not even. It's a moot point. There's no guy out there right now that can do that, who can be his mind. And so that's why I'm saying, like, it encapsulates more than just out there tackling. It is like the understanding, communicating with everybody. Like, he's, like Kev was saying, man, he's like, man, Nick impresses him every single day. You got to have a guy that has, first off, the IQ that can do that. 2, communicate with everybody, be the leader that you want him to be in the entire room, and know what everybody is doing, and put him on the right place. That's Nick Bolton. So Marcus, I don't get it, man. I don't. I have no idea. And yeah, shoot, if he gets beat in coverage, which is going to happen sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Okay, fine, whatever. But look at all the other plays he's making. Look at all the stuff he's doing. And to miss that, just because, he can't cover this, okay, well, but then we're not having, you're not a serious guy. We're not having a serious conversation. So I just don't get the Nick Bolton slander. I just don't. I really don't. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
But I mean, it seems like we have a dude we could finally solve our slot issues that we've been having for the last 2 years. And I mean, like, that was part of the reason why I wanted him on the show. Because, like, obviously we like having current players on the team come on the show, but like at the same time, I want guys who I think like are like legit dudes, and I think he has a legitimate role. And whether McDuffie's back or not, I think he's cemented as that slot guy. In the second half of the season, he kind of showed that.
Right, and look, and this is this ain't no shade to anybody else, or Commerce, or Christian Roland Wild. There's no shade on them at all. Like I said, my preference, I want a cover guy. I want the guy that plays corner and plays, that nickel slot. That's what I want. I want a cover dude, okay? And he's a physical guy. He's physical. We've seen him go up there and hit. He ain't afraid to hit. And so when you got a guy like that has the speed, the hips, the quickness, and then the know-how, right? Because, communication is important and know what you're doing. That's what I want. That's what I want. And I love that, because I had to ask that question. Is it something that was up in the air? Does everybody know, man, the options is open? We competing for this spot or what? Or somebody just getting solidified? So, man, such a great interview. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it, man. I was sitting over here like, just I'm thinking stuff to ask him, and I'm like, geez.
Yeah, I mean, it was, pretty, and also stuff he was saying about, obviously Merrick gets a lot of praise, but like, that was stuff, I didn't know some of that stuff. The fact that he was talking about how, like, he works with DBs to get, like, one little part right for a whole week just to make sure they have it. And that tells you, right? Like, we always wonder, like, why are we so good with DBs? Why are we able to get UDFAs or 7th round picks to come and, like, actually produce for us? Well, there you go. You have DBs coaches working with individual parts week by week with these players. No wonder why these guys are getting so well, or playing so well. Because you have a guy like that who's actually like it's not just giving information. He's actively hands-on with these guys, working through things on the whiteboard with these players. And that's stuff we didn't know. We knew Mayer was a good coach, but like we didn't know those kind of details.
Well, that's why I asked. I said, man, usually players are an extension of the coaches, and so this right here just it validates how great of a coach, Dave is. Seriously. And so it's been year after year after year after year. And so, like you said, Marcus, we might get these guys 4th round of, undrafted free agents, saying these guys are, man, they're doing it. They're competing. They're playing significant playing time. And so they're game ready. And it does take the right coaches to get these guys prepared. And then it just hit when he said that. I'm like, man, Pat coached him down to Florida State. Coach. I was like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, he was just there.
I forget. Yeah, I forget that he was even there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a small. Hey, we always talk about it, right? He said things that you've talked about before. It's like it's when you go into a building, you want to make sure you're always doing you're checking all the boxes, right? Saying hi, being nice to the janitor, the janitorial staff, being just a good person overall. Because you never know. Because by working it to someone. And look at that, right? You played in the NFL for 13 years, and lo and behold, you were teammates with his DB's coach of FSU. Small world, man. That's how small it is.
Small world. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm curious what Pat will say about
Knowles. Man, that was all. That's what I was going to text him right then when he was on. See what he was going to say.
That's awesome.
But nah, man, it's and that's why I threw out there too with Trent, because these guys know they understand how the business, how it happens, and it could go either way. It can go either way. Do the Chiefs have enough money to sign a Trent? That's like one of those things. It's just like, man, that's the big question this entire offseason. Do they have that? What are we going to do with Trent? First, so I would say that, man, that's right up there with Travis. What we doing? Those two guys, what we doing? It's going to, determine the direction of his team. It really does.
Yeah, so, it's gonna be it's gonna be a huge part of everything. And that's one of the things we can get into tonight. We talk about the Mahomes restructuring, because Mahomes restructuring, that was like it's like flipping a switch. Like, you need money? All right, well, what can Papa Mahomes give out, huh?
Yeah. Say, Pat, can we talk to you real quick?
But yeah, that was a really good conversation. We hope you guys enjoyed that, and definitely in your other Chiefs channels that you guys are part of, definitely let people know to listen to that and hear what they have to say about Kevin Knowles, because I think every Chiefs fan should hear that, whether you know who Kevin Knowles is, regardless if you've watched him play or not. But like hearing him talk about the coaches and the staff, hearing him talk about the players in the locker room, I think that just paints a nice picture for what is going on behind the curtain that people don't see. People just saw, Bolden's bad in coverage. Get him off my team. His contract's going to be extensive next year. Let's get him out of here. It's like, no, he's a bigger part of this team than you realize.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Man. But, we only get just a little bit of the information. We only we see what they do on Sundays. And so that's what people, they talk about. And that's what that's the only thing we can speak on, really, is just that little bit of information. But behind the scenes, it's a whole different world, totally different worlds that's going on out there. But I love how he was talking about, in everything that was going on this past year, they didn't allow any of the bad stuff to penetrate them, and I wanted to put that in there as like, hey man, did y'all lose any confidence, or did y'all get down on yourselves? And I could tell they didn't. They went out there and went to go work. That's what they went to go do. And so the season happened the way it happened, but they're moving forward. And you could tell, like a young guy like Kev, when you have your teammates up of guys like this type of caliber and character, you're going to be successful. It's going to happen to you, and with the coaches too, as well. So I'm excited, Marcus. I really am. I'm excited. And some of these offseason splashes that we done had on the offensive side of the football, getting guys in here with Bieniemy, OC, Chad O coming in as wide receiver, man, and Murray is running back coach. Dude.
And then Coach Kurz to help with the DB room. I mean, already an awesome side of the ball over there, and you bring in this guy who's also has a ton of experience. I love that.
That's right. So.
Yeah, and I'll say this: we've had 2 offseason interviews so far of guys currently on the team, and I think both these guys these past 2 weeks are going to have big impact roles next year.
Yes, sir.
We're not just saying this because they were on our show. Just genuinely, I think both those guys are going to have impact roles next year. I don't know in what kind of capacity, how big of a capacity, but I definitely think we have our slot corner here who's just on, and I think that Gelati's going to be giving juice on the pass rush as well. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, we saw it. We saw it this past year. They contributed. And so you just built on it. and both those guys, they're adamant about coming in better shape, looking to this offseason. Gelati's already working out. He's like, I couldn't really take no time out. And Kevin's sitting there thinking, he's like, man, I've been away for like 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
Some dudes just chill during all season, but these guys are like ready to get at it. Yeah.
I guess it is a weird concept, right? For the guys you're going to their second year, because like your college football season ends, you go right to training for the combine. You have Senior Bowls, East Shrine Bowl. You go to combine training. Combine training happens. You get drafted. You're in the team's office and practice the following week for rookie camp. And then like it's nonstop. So like it's a full year of just like doing stuff. So when you get to this point, we're like, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to not be doing something? Oh, that's a weird concept.
Oh yeah. You think you're being lazy. Like, man, hold on, I didn't do nothing today. Wait a minute, hold on. I gotta go lift some weights, take out running, do something, and call, see what everybody else is doing. What'd you do today? Oh,
yeah.
Shit. So but like you said, as a vet said, man, look, take his time, enjoy your family.
Yeah.
Because when it comes down to it, when you get into the season, when you are rolling, then that's when you don't get to see your family. You got to make the phone calls because they're home and they're away from you, and so that can affect you too. So yeah, take your time and enjoy it now. Enjoy your family. So
yeah. So Kevin Knowles KP got some new fans here in Chiefs Kingdom tonight.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Well, here's one.
100%. Chief Concerns is all about KP.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
All right, so let's look at some current events that happened today. We kind of already addressed the Rasheed Rice stuff.
We got more stuff? We do?
Yeah, we got just a little bit.
Okay. I was like, man, that was the cherry on top right there for that interview.
It was nice. So we talked about the Rasheed Rice thing. So TMZ reported that Rasheed Rice has been accused of violent and abusive behavior in a new lawsuit filed by the mother of his 2 children. The suit details multiple incidents of alleged physical violence over a 19-month period, including choking, hitting, and headbutting, some of which reportedly happened while she was pregnant. This comes less than a year after Rice served a 6-game suspension for fleeing the scene of a major car crash. Rice's attorney released the following statement, quote, on October 9, 2025, well after the party's relationship had ended, Ms. Jones stated under penalty of perjury in a sworn affidavit for non-prosecution that, quote, Mr. Rice and I had a verbal argument, but he did not punch me. We will allow the legal process to run its course and have no further comment at this time. So this is Rice's lawyer said that. So JD, obviously, like I said, court of public opinion, a lot of people are weighing in on this. Nationally, you have people all over the place saying if this is true, Rice needs to go. Some Chief fans are saying cut him now. It's just too much of a distraction. So I guess my question is, when this whole situation kind of being up in the air and it's a civil lawsuit, it's not a criminal case by any means. Doesn't take away how disgusting some of the allegations are, but how much patience should the Chiefs have with Rasheed Rice, given this is another thing that he has going right now? And they talked about the racing, the street incident a couple of years ago. And does this whole lawsuit situation, this noise, kind of move up wide receiver as more of a priority for the team going into 2026?
I'll say this, okay. This is a lot of messiness going on. And I'm going to refrain from really talking about this until everything goes, finishes up in court, how things are. I know these are allegations. They're very troubling allegations, but I can't speak on something I don't know about, okay? And it's a he said, she said thing. But if something does come of this and there's a problem, then they had to act accordingly. They'll have to. Hopefully that's not the case. I don't know. But whatever it is, when they finish up with this whole thing, regardless if it's civil, whatever, then I think they'll just have to really explore, what's in the future for Rasheed Rice. And so the NFL will do the same thing. Chiefs will do it. The NFL will do it. And really, that's really what I'll say about this, Marcus. Because like I said, I I ain't really gonna talk about it. I don't know. It's all messy. It's all messy, man.
Yeah, I think from a long-term view, I definitely think this, like, regardless if the allegations are true or not, it's just a lot of noise. And for a team, I mean, you and I aren't, we're not Clark Hunt, but for a team standpoint, when you have a lot of noise like that, it's like, do you pay? I mean, you can't really trust you're going to give a big contract. Because a couple months ago, we talked about an extension for Rashee Rice. At this point, I don't know about an extension, and I also don't know about people saying cut him now. It's like you're going to cut a guy when there's just allegations. I mean, allegations are made all the time to people, and they're. I'm not saying I'm not saying this is untrue, but I'm saying allegations are made towards people who are celebrities. There's money grab stuff happens all the time. But like to say cut him before there's due process and any of this stuff, I mean, that's just silly. And yeah, so like. But yeah, I definitely think this puts like a kind of like a question mark to long-term extension with Rashee Rice, because it's just like, whether it's true or not, it's just messy stuff. This is two things within the last 3 years. It's too much.
It is, and it's a shame that sometimes, trouble follows guys for whatever reason. And if I'm Rashee Rice, I would be a model citizen in every way, every aspect. Like, that's the way he should carry himself. And so, is it a maturity thing? We don't know. Is it whatever it may be? But if these things are true, then I would trust the Chiefs to deal with it the way that they appropriately. Let me put it that way, appropriately. Nobody should be putting their hands on anybody. I don't care who it is. Male, female, shouldn't. Keep your hands to yourself. We'll never do that. And if you do, then shoot, you're a dirty dog, male or female, whoever it is, doesn't matter. But that's an issue and a problem. That person has a problem, and they need to deal with it. So whoever it may be, wherever it comes out, I guess we'll kind of deal with it then. You know what I'm saying? I just, all that cutting stuff down and stuff out, man. Look, man, let it go through the process. Like you said, due process is important. It's not guilty before innocence. So.
Yeah, and it's also like, I mean, as Chiefs fans, I know people make fun of Chiefs saying, "Oh, you guys are a bunch of teams of felons and people who are convicted of stuff all the time." We've been down this before. The Tyreek Hill stuff, when his mom accused him of like beating the son and doing stuff at home, like breaking the kid's like shoulder or whatever, and ended up being proven false. Like there was audio of her like trying to like get back at him. So like at the time,
trying to set him up like a set up. Okay, yeah.
Well, setup thing, and like I remember at the time, everybody was like, "Oh man, Chiefs can't keep Tyreek Hill; they got to cut him now." They didn't do that. They let the proceedings play out, and because of how that whole thing went down, I do think the Chiefs are going to kind of not stand by him, but not act so quick and just say, "Oh yeah, let's cut him just because there's an allegation." The Chiefs did release a statement to Nate Taylor earlier saying, "Quote, it's very short. The club is aware and remains in communication with the NFL because the NFL." Apparently opened up the investigation when she made that post about a month and a half ago.
That's exactly what they're supposed to do. Yep, that's how it works. Well, Marcus, so I'll say this. Guys and gals got to do a much better job of vetting who you're dealing with. That's what shoot. Hey, man. Hey, that part of the problem. Go try to find somebody who don't know you all. Go find a good, wholesome person and take your time. Walk through this thing. Walk through it, okay? Because you got to protect yourself. You got to protect your sanity. You got to protect your name. There's a lot of things you got to protect. You got to protect your money and your reputation. And so and this is, I ain't just talking from guys. I'm talking about girls too. Right? Don't deal with these yahoos like, what's his name? The one that rammed his Lamborghini, James Pierce. Like, yo, are you kidding? Like, Tasia, the character concerns, right? He was saying it. But somebody go to the extreme, vet a joker quick. And if somebody's not vibing with you and you see a red flag, take it and say, hey, you know what? I'm cool. I'm cool on this. I'll wait. And I think, man, a lot of this because it's just a lot of things that's there. During all season, you know, you got this little bit of star power, Marcus, and got a little bit of money. People know who you are. And man, this day and age in social media, it's all about who can I be? Who am I? And everybody wants the star power and all that. That's what they want. And they may choose the wrong ways to do it and get it. That's why you have all these shows, man, the Bad Girls Club and all these different, all that stuff is toxic. It's toxic. And nobody's knowing how to deal with each other. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So I just, man, if I'm telling dudes, I'm like, look, man, take your time. Take your time through it all. Seriously. And if you're the problem, you need to go seek some help immediately. If you don't know how to deal with your anger and all that, go seek some help out now. So I just, man, it's just hearing this, man, it's so disappointing. So disappointing just to hear all of this just happen in itself, man. Because it don't have to be that way. Like, what did you not see over here? Like, I didn't know something was over here crazy. I didn't know something was going to put their hands on me. Shoot. Oh, man.
Yeah, and it's also like because of the past with the whole like the car thing, and then when that post came up about a month and a half ago, you have people getting mad about his Instagram story this weekend, which like sure is an image like there's a picture of him and his girlfriend, who I believe is a famous like influencer or an OnlyFans model, I believe. But his photo with her, she was like bending down. He had a hand towards the camera, but like it was covered by a heart, I believe. Some people said it was like people were assuming it's a gun. For me, it's like it's clearly a middle finger the way he's positioned, but nonetheless, you can't see what it is. But people are like, "Oh, it's a gun. He needs to be cut right now." It's like, okay, like if he didn't have the history of the car, the street racing stuff, and that post about a month and a half ago with his ex-girlfriend, people wouldn't be going to Twitter and say, "Oh yeah, cut him now, cut him now, cut him now." It's all, like if that was, I wouldn't have done it. But also at the same time, I'm seeing people saying cut him and trying to equate that photo to his street racing. It's like, yeah, he's a bad guy. See, he did this. I'm like, wait, whoa. The street racing was bad. If the allegations are true, that was bad. But equating a photo online because his girlfriend's choice of clothes is questionable is the same as the street racing incident or the potential allegations. I think people jumped the shark this week, and there's a lot of Chief fans who were saying to cut him this weekend because of that photo on his Instagram story. Sure, it's an immature photo because his girlfriend's choice of clothing was, questionable. But like that's not cut him. And assuming he has a gun based on what? Like it was too much to happen this weekend with the whole Rashee Rice thing. I think people are just kind of like losing it a little bit just because of his past history. That's all.
The question I have is like, man, how come nobody's grabbing this dude? Is like, oh man, what are you doing? Like, why are you giving people ammunition? Like, I get you can do what you want to do, but why? What's the purpose of doing it? Like, you are you trying to trigger or get back at somebody? How about you just don't say nothing? Just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? I get guys are teasing and doing all these different things and stuff. This is the day and age we live in, Marcus. It is. Day and age we live in. Like, Demetrio, thank God you told your daughter to turn it off immediately, man, because it just shows them how you deal with things in a toxic way. This the worst thing you could possibly do. And people call it entertainment, but they adopt what they see, especially young kids and whatnot. But somebody with Rashee Rice, like, hey, man, chill. Calm that down, man. Like, you don't have to do it. You don't have to give nobody ammunition to shoot at you. And definitely don't sabotage yourself, especially all these things that's going on out here too. And I get you got to live your life, man, but daggone, like for real, like just, man, step away from it. Just step away from it. It ain't worth it. It's just not worth it. So
yeah, both things can be true, right? I mean, it's immature behavior for a guy who's already gone through some stuff. It's like, okay, don't give more people ammunition. But at the same time, on the other hand, the Chief fans were saying to cut him because of the social media posts. Like, he didn't do anything wrong there. He's not committing a crime. He's not beating his girlfriend up. It's like her choice of fashion, not his choice. And you can't see what he's holding or what he's showing behind the little heart emoji. So it's like just too much. It's too much. And again, It's the ammunition. Just don't give people fodder, really.
No need to, man. I'd have been a model citizen. I'd have shoot.
You wouldn't have heard from me on social media ever. I would probably maybe deactivate my accounts or is that leave it idle so no one like sees what I'm doing. But yeah,
that's right.
So yeah, we'll let that whole thing play out. But again, if you guys see people saying to cut him and like he's the worst person in the world, like we don't know anything and let these things play out. He's got trouble. That was best now.
Yeah. Be Christ-like, and you don't got to worry about that. That's a fact. Shoot. We got to tell more of our Christians to be more like Christ-like too. That's some of the problem as well. Shoot.
Yeah.
You know.
I think I saw another. There's another one I saw up here. Justin Blackwell. You never know the truth unless it's in emails and millions of files. Oh.
You don't know the truth. You know,
Yeah.
It's crazy. But yeah, so it's just a shame to hear just one off season. Can it just be quiet?
Yeah.
Can I just go and just enjoy themselves? Hey man, just have a good time, man. Go out to an island, enjoy yourself with your little girlfriend. Better first. Make sure there's good people. Enjoy yourself. Y'all enjoy your time together. And don't put everything out and don't put everything on social media. People don't need know your messiness. That's another thing. People know everybody's messiness. Everybody want to go on social media and throw all the messiness out there. Just, I get it. I don't get it. But.
And I also think there was like his girlfriend posted a photo on her story of like. It was like something spelled out. I forget what the exact. I can't say it on air, but she was talking about how well endowed he is in like a Valentine's Day like way. I mean, it's just the whole thing. The whole thing's a lot, and that was Saturday. It's a Valentine's Day thing, and then Monday was when this lawsuit was filed. So it obviously whatever had transpired on the weekend was kind of maybe a little payback on Monday. That's what a lot of people were saying, that because that happened this weekend, it went kind of viral, and then Mondays when the lawsuit was filed against him. So, it's just too much. But yeah, we'll let the proceedings and all that stuff play out, and we'll keep you guys updated as that whole thing goes. Yeah. So back to the football side of things. So Kansas City, as we mentioned, restructured Patrick Mahomes' contract again for the fourth straight year, creating $44 million in cap space ahead of the 2026 offseason. Mahomes' deal was adjusted to convert over $54 million of his 2026 salary into a signing bonus, dropping his cap hit from $78 million to $34 million. You're going to love this one coming up here. This move gives the Chiefs so much needed breathing room as they were over $57 million over the cap, but it also kicks more money down the road, pushing Mahomes' future cap hits to historic levels, $85 million by 2027. Mahomes' cap hit will be $85 million in 2027. I was saying this before you came on, JD. I do think a lot of fans because I think they're going to continue to do this until he's like far on his career.
Down the road, that's all.
And it's just to show you how disloyal some fans are. People are going to be pissed off when Mahomes' cap hits like astronomical, like in like 10 years time. But people are going to forget all he did his whole career was just keep pushing it down the road and trying to help us get better. But when it comes time when he's no longer the Patrick Mahomes, people are there's gonna be fans who are mad about his cap hits. Like, what do you mean? But that's another conversation from 10 years from now. But so coming off our first losing season in over a decade, big decisions looming on Chris Jones and Trey Smith potential restructures, and Juwan Taylor being released. The Chiefs are finally kind of making this room, as people said. The national pundits were saying we're gonna have any money to spend this offseason. However, this is what the difference is in this offseason versus last. Mahomes, his previous restructures usually came in mid-March, from the days March 11th to March 15th to be specific. This year they're doing it about a month early, which kind of tells me personally, JD, this restructure is indicating that we're going to be making moves and being an aggressive team this offseason. The fact that this is happening a month early, and then if I'm putting my tinfoil hat on, like conspiracy theory, JD, Tyreek Hill gets cut 2 days ago. Tyreek Hill is on Snapchat today. Guess what city he's in? He's in Kansas City. He's in Kansas City he's in Kansas City working out at Luther Glover's gym in Kansas City. Apparently, it's a popular gym. But he's in Kansas City, and for me, it's like, okay, well, Tyreek can sign now, and the fact that Mahomes is rushing to it to get this restructure done, maybe Tyreek Hill is part of the plan. Maybe Trent McDuffie's a part of the plan. They want to get this stuff done now. But what do you make of the Chiefs doing this with Mahomes about a month earlier than they usually do it for the last 4 years?
I mean, it could be anybody though. Shoot, we can go after a few guys. So I'm not sure. I don't know what this means. I think they're just trying to get ahead of the whole process of, getting as much money as possible, right? This first little hit, getting him restructured first. He's the first one. That's the big one they had to get, done first, right? And then everybody else, well, he's the example. Well, Pat's doing it. Well, how come you can't do it? So everybody, we're looking to restructure. So it doesn't look like we're just picking on one guy or saying, hey, man, how about you restructure your contract? Let's start with the big dog first. Start with Pat. So I think once you start doing that, all the other dominoes, everybody should be fine to make the move to restructure, their paper. Now, does that mean because Tyreek's in, he don't have to come to Kansas City to sign here. He don't have to do none of that. I'm sure he's just probably showing up and all that. Is that Tyreek Hill? Ain't no Tyreek Hill.
It's Tyreek. He used a facial filter on his face.
I was like, who was that? I'm like, it's Byron Steele. I don't know Tyreek Hill.
He said, videographers in KC hit my line. Let's work. So he's trying to get videographers to come film him doing whatever. And then there's also photos of him at the gym here. Let me pull that up.
Yeah. So I don't know. Shoot. Like I said, man, it's Tyreek being Tyreek. He throws a lot of, red meat out there for people to just start biting on, right? Oh, what does happen? Stuff like that. So shoot, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. As long as you're just getting that knee right, man. So regardless of where he goes, I just want to get back in the league. I want him to be healthy and get back. So he can get on a PJ, get here one day and fly in and out before we even know it. And I think this is part of just to throw a little bit more out there, Marcus, right? There's a little bit of that meat dangling. Hey, look, I'm out in Kansas City and doing a little workout. Okay. But this is probably where he's used to going to work out. This is friend and stuff. Comes that, so I don't know if it means anything. Put it that way.
But from an overall aggression standpoint, because I know a lot of people are saying, the Chiefs won't be able to do anything this offseason because they don't have money. Mahomes does. This is the first step. The next step is Jawan Taylor probably, the $23 million, getting that back.
Yep.
And potential restructures with other guys, and potential releasing of other guys too. Do you see this as kind of first step of a team that's going to be an aggressive offseason for? Do you feel that? I mean, do you kind of change your mind on if you thought we were going to be because I thought we were going to be aggressive. I thought we were going to make some moves. I didn't think we were going to be aggressive, but the fact you're doing this a month early and then it's like, whoa, we really can open up a lot. And I think I read online a statistic that we would either have the number one or number two most money if we were able to restructure all the contracts that we can restructure. We would have the number one or number two most money to spend this offseason, which I find interesting.
No, I think, like I told you before, the draft is not end all be all. So you had to hit free agency. And so if you're trying to, be in the game with everybody else, as far as some of these free agents out here, you got to have the money early. And they got to make sure that you're serious. And so we've seen these different names that we've seen on defensive side of football, offensive side of football that we need to address. And so I think the Chiefs will be aggressive on doing that. Now, who they prioritize? Running backs for sure. Okay. Possibly defensive end. Tyreek comes up. Is this something that they could do potentially? I just think that, they want to make sure they're in the game. They want to be on the hunt with things. And this may be a little bit different from what we've seen in the past because we know that there are holes that we need to fill. And there's some veteran guys we need to get here, to just take our team and get them that much better. So.
Yeah, the Tyreek Hill thing is interesting as far as like he gets cut. And the thing is, it's like, free agency, I think the legal tampering period begins March 9th. So it's about a little less than 3 weeks away, which can't wait. But he got cut, so he can sign wherever he wants to. And I think 2 days later, he comes to Kansas City. And maybe it can be a coincidence, but it's the same day Mahomes does this whole, restructuring. And then, who knows what that could be for, but it could be maybe that we see somebody. It's just like Tyreek lives in Miami, that's his hometown. And he also lives there. What's coming to Kansas City for if it's not me with Brett Veach, JD?
Get away. Just won't get away, man. Why not? Why not? And he'll do it just because he knows it'll be the noise right there with it. So, but if it does work, and it's something, then sure, why not? If they, Drew and them is going to give him a number and let him know what that is, and what is it going to mean? How many years? And of course, with this exposure with the Rashid Rice thing, that's another, that you had to think about. So I don't know, Marcus. It's even Miami, because you get tired of Miami. Sometimes you just gotta get out somewhere, right?
That's true.
Cold air, man. Yeah, South Beach has been too good for you. Get the cold air a little bit. Go travel the world. Get around the United States a little, to your own stomping grounds. Just see what everybody's doing. So, sure.
Yeah, as a boy who went to school in Miami, I could say, it was always nice to come back home to the East Coast, to go up up north a little bit and to DC during. It's funny, I was there all year long, but spring breaks, people would be coming to Miami. I'd be getting out of Miami for spring break. There was always a different dynamic. People would be just flocking to the airports, coming to it. I'd be getting the heck out of Dodge when it came to spring break. Okay, Tyreek has a kid here. Okay, all right. Yeah. So he probably has a kid in a bunch of different locations all over the United States. So he's probably getting out. He's probably making his ways all over the United States right now during the offseason. That's probably when he travels, JD. He said he's away has like 12 different kids. So all over the place. He's going all over.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I will say it is, whether it is a Tyreek Hill thing, whether it's a Trent McDuffie thing, I do think it is a good step and a good sign that Brett Veach and the team is locked in on this free agency, and they're and they might make some big splashes that we haven't really seen in the last few years, other than retaining our own guys. I think you might see something here, and I think this is a good first step to that.
Yeah, and then whoever they're talking to is like, hey man, we just need to move some things around, give us some time. So, yeah. But we'll see. We'll see how it's all going to shake out, man.
Yes, sir.
Deshaun says, man, give Tyreek the Hollywood Brown type contract.
Hey, I'm all for it.
We'd love to. I doubt if he'll take it. Doubt if he'll take it, man.
2 to 3 year deal. I'm down.
Yeah. He just Tyreek.
We got. Yeah. Oh, yeah. At first, maybe we'll see. I'm curious to see how, because the Twitter doctors are all over online saying this guy's not going to play till 2027. So hey, they're saying something a little different in the Rosenhaus household. But still,
you ain't doing no what's the name of no little squad like that with a kettlebell if you ain't gonna play.
That's true. It's true.
You know what I'm saying? Shoot, he's had a little time. He's had a little time, and I know he's got to get another surgery, right? When's his next surgery? He said it was supposed to be
LCL, I believe.
Yeah.
And he said, I think he said like in a week or two or something like that.
Yeah. So it's we'll see.
I don't know. And at one point I was making too, if the Chiefs were to sign him, because I've seen a lot of people say, the Chiefs aren't going to do it, he's hurt. If the Chiefs were to sign him, I do trust their medical staff. Because obviously, if anyone's going to know, Adam Schefter's not going to know what his medicals are. No one's going to know his medicals. The team that signs him, they're going to be saying, okay, I'm fine with his medicals. I trust this. And for us, if we were to say, yeah, we'll bring him in. Look, we brought Trey Smith who had a medical red flags. Every team passed on him. Josh Simmons, people said he wasn't going to play this year. Our medical staff said, no, we can hang with him. I mean, if Josh Simmons, if his medicals were what they ended up being, he would have been a top 5, top 10 pick. And we saw they had the other left tackle played in the Super Bowl. He would have been a top 10 pick. Simmons, people were just scared of his medical, so they let it go to us. And if our staff sees it, I think we can and they say, we're okay with it. I think I trust whatever our medical staff or our front office thinks with his injury. So that's where I stand on it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Look, Linda Hunter said Marcus is getting messy.
Whoa.
Oh, Marcus is getting all the gossip. Linda is what you say. Marcus is all the gossip. Is what
I say. What I say. I said Tyreek's got to travel a lot in the off seasons.
I stirred the pie. He's stirring it. There you go, Linda. He's stirring it. Just trying to see where it is. Yeah.
We have a special request, JD.
Yeah. Yes. Justin, I don't know what your daughter's name is, but whatever her name is, happy birthday to your daughter, your beautiful daughter. Happy birthday to you from us in Chief Concerns. Hope you have a wonderful day. Matter of fact, an entire week. And tell your daddy to buy you anything that you want, okay? And it's on him, all right? This is coming from Chiefs Concerns, let you know that. All right?
There you go. Happy birthday, Miss Blackwell.
Yes. Happy birthday.
All right, guys. Well, that does it for us on this Wednesday evening. We hope, again, thanks for watching Chief Concerns presented by FanDuel. We hope everyone really loved the show tonight. Again, having KP on, Kevin Knowles II. It was awesome talking to him. He gave us probably the most insight we've ever had inside that locker room. I think we got it tonight with this interview tonight. Really, it makes me just honestly mind blown in a really great way and positive. And I feel much more positive about this team going forward because of this interview tonight with Kevin Knowles. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. Yeah.
Easy guy to like, easy guy. So man, I can't wait till this season comes up. I'm definitely going to be rooting for him. I root for all the guys, man. But when you come on here, get a little special extra root from us. So, wonderful job. Aria, that's her name. Aria Blackwell. Happy birthday to you. So
happy birthday, Aria.
Yeah. But yeah, now Kev was
Aria is a Persian name, by the way, Justin. That's a Persian name. Aria is a if you look it back at the origin of it, that is a Persian name.
Really?
I have a few cousins named Aria.
Aria? Okay. Do you know what it means? Is it significant with the word Aria?
I would have to ask my dad. I would have to ask my dad. Aria in Persian. Noble, honorable, or truthful in Farsi.
Oh, okay. Beautiful name. Wonderful meeting. So.
And General 51, happy Ramadan Mubarak to all of us who are fasting. Yeah, happy Ramadan to everybody.
Guys, yes, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, one of my boys from Dubai texted me earlier, and I met him out in Kansas City. And he was like, Ramadan style. I was like, oh, okay. Wonderful. Ramadan. So it's always good, man, to see, people come together and celebrate their cultures. And it's a wonderful thing. It really is. And we should do more of it. We all people. We all God's people. And so it's important to say that. When I say love people the way we're supposed to love them, that's our commandment. That's what we're supposed to do. But with that being said, man, appreciate you out there for telling us about the show. We love it. We love you all. Thank you for being patient, for coming out here and just celebrating life, but players and the Chiefs as well. My brother's birthday too. My brother Tim, happy birthday to him. Aria, happy birthday to you. And any other shout outs y'all would like for us to give, please do. Oh, please put in a prayer for my mother too. Okay. So she's getting herself back together. She's had been dealing with a little bit of some fluid, but she's doing fine. Praise God for that. So
send love to your mom, man.
Mama Dunn. That's what we call her, Mama Dunn. Yeah.
She's okay though. Like
She's okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Praise God, brother. You know, my mom is 92 years old. Beautiful
good
woman.
genes, baby. That's good genes.
Genes, man. Good genes. That's what it is. That's what it is. So, with that being said, man, thank you so much for coming out. Marcus, my brother, man, love you.
Love you, brother.
Love you, man. And so, Linda says, stay out of the mess, Marcus. Stay out of the mess.
Never. I'm always in the mix.
Yeah. Get that peace in your life, baby. I know it. There's sometimes you got like, back away. So, now, but with that being said, look, thank you all for coming out. Appreciate you all. Love each and every one of you all. Y'all the reason we do it. We enjoy it. Can't do it without you. But every time we have these opportunities to talk to you guys and give you a little bit of some of this Chief love, the Love Channel, we're going to keep doing it. All right. So y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. Love you guys. We will see you all on what? Today's Wednesday.
Today's Monday.
Yeah, on Monday. See you on Monday. Have a great weekend, you all. All right. Y'all take care. Be safe. God bless. We will see y'all then. All right, Marcus, my brother. Love you, man.
Love you, buddy. See you, everybody. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.